One of the things that gets kicked around on Disney social media and message boards and whatever you call them, Facebook groups and all that stuff is Walt's rolled in his grave because of this or because of that.
Becky really wants to talk about that.
Everybody.
Fuck, I don't. Dead. He's dead. He's
All right.
been dead for a long time.
So
He doesn't give a shit.
Also, I feel like I behave myself way too much with my wife sitting here. Can I just say that when I die, I do want to be turned into a rotisserie so that I can literally spin in my grave?
That went a whole different direction than I thought you were.
Well, Welcome, Disney fans, to another episode of the Notcast, presented by NotClub33.com. My name is Steve Rhodes. I've got my friend Pat Neistat with me today.
What's up?
Becky Wells is here. And the Burchins clan, a.k.a. the Cynics on Disney, Bobby and Amanda in the building.
Hello.
Hi.
Guys,
Nothing.
one of the...
Bobby, that's it?
Yeah, I know.
That's two in a row.
He wasn't prepared for his 90s hip-hop reference. But,
No, I wasn't.
I think he's prepared for the question I'm about to ask the panel.
Yes, I am.
One of the things that gets kicked around on Disney social media and message boards and whatever you call them, Facebook groups and all that stuff is, Becky, you said it before we started recording, Walt's rolled in his grave because of this or because of that. How far have we come from Walt's vision on one specific question? Pat, you posed this to the group in our text feed. Are the Disney parks still for everyone, was the question. You mean that from a monetary standpoint, obviously. Have they become so much, so expensive? Has Bob Chapek just set the ringer to everybody to get your wallet to where this is no longer an affordable thing? That's what we're going to talk about here. We're not going to talk about coulda, shoulda, woulda, Walt would have done this or anything like that. It's just, is this still with Walt's vision about the parks being
Becky really wants to talk about that.
everybody?
Fuck, I don't. Dead. He's dead. He's
All right.
been dead for a long time.
So
He doesn't give a shit.
Before I throw it, we'll start with you, Becky. But before we do that, let me throw some stats up on the screen for you guys. The median family income, not household income. So this is people that have there's multiple people in the house. Median family income for the United States is $84,000 for a household size that averages 2.61 people. So $84,000, that number comes from the Fed, and then the 2.61 people per household, that number comes from the U.S. Census Bureau. Is that enough to pay for a Disney vacation? Hey, is it? I don't know. I did some digging. 7-day stay, All-Star Movies Resort, which is the cheapest you can get in early June 2020. So this is the first week of after school's out. So one of the cheapest weeks of the summer. It's a pretty average price time for Disney. The cost of a 6-day park ticket, no hopper, and also your 7-night stay at All-Star Movies, $3,500, and you want to throw in food. I just used the 2020 dining plan numbers. This is for a family for add another $749. That part is that could be any vacation. So
Okay.
$4,258 is your total if you bought the quick service dining plan, which is only 2 quick service meals and a snack or whatever. So and then that's your stay. So just a little over $4,000 for your family of 4 to go to Disney, and that's before buying souvenirs and trinkets. Becky, is that a reasonable price for a trip for a family of 4? I mean, I'm sure you would love to pay that with your family of 7, but do the math.
That is extrapolating that out. That total is almost what I did pay for actually 8 of us, like 4 years ago, for a week.
4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's insanity. And also, we did not stay at All-Star Movies or get the dining plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those numbers also sound like people who don't know how to do any research and didn't give a crap because those prices are stupid and you didn't pay for it right. But as an average, yeah, that seems like it's pricey, but it depends on what you're trying to get out of it. It depends on what you're trying to get out of it. Like, are these people crushing the parks? Are they going for a couple hours swimming and then, oh, we're too tired, we're not going to go back? Like, it depends on what worth it means, because there's a lot of vacations you can take with that family of 4 and that same amount of money and do less. But there's a lot you can do that you can do more. This is hard for me to answer because in no circumstances would I put myself in a situation that met that criteria. So,
Okay, but
it's definitely increased in price astronomically from a few years ago. That's if I could double that size
Bobby?
and pay almost that same cost, that's crazy.
So this is me remembering stuff from back in ye olden days of the 1990s, but I literally remember my dad like bragging about how he got yacht club reservations for like $150, and now you can't get that for less than $600 a night.
you get a third of a day.
Literally, like over the course of 30 years, it's gone up 6 times what it costs. I remember actually seeing the annual price passes for a child back when we were doing that a lot as a kid, and it was like $300 for an annual pass for, I think it blocked out like holidays and that kind of thing. It was a Florida resident pass, but still $300 for that. We just paid $900 for ours each. So that's gone up 3 times as much in the last 2 decades. It's becoming more and more expensive to go, and it's all because of these plussing things that just JPEG in particular seems to keep throwing in there. The Genie Plus, the Photo Pass, Memory Maker, whatever it's being called. Things that used to be standard as part of the Disney Vacation, taking away the Magical Express part. Now you have to pay mirrors for that same service. All those little things that were once included are now being charged for, and they're all starting to add up. Not according to your numbers, to your point, Steve, but in 2021 and 2022, the cost of that is only going to continue to rise up. And frankly, we had to move here to find better deals
to afford it,
to be able to afford going to Disney as often as we want to. So, that's a little extreme, admittedly.
I mean, but, price, I think that price that you quoted, the total, is about what my parents and I are paying for a Disney cruise in June of next year on the brand new ship. So you can take a cruise.
It's 5% of the median household income is what you just quoted.
Yeah, and what you got, and what you have to. Go ahead, Pat.
Oh, you go.
You got to remember that 4258, that number that you see on your screen there. That's the quick service dining plan. That's only 2 quick service meals a day. Last check, people eat 3 meals a day. So, and that doesn't include your souvenirs.
When I'm at the parks, I don't eat 3 meals.
Yeah, well, but you're going to eat close to that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so. And that's based on dining plan 2020 numbers. And don't ever buy the dining plan, first of all. God, if you actually read our blog, you'll be able to save money and get your Disney trip at a reasonable-ish cost. But even that has the threshold of that, the floor of that has come higher than it has been previously. So the question remains, Pat, and I'll let you answer. Is this in line with Walt's vision for everybody being able to access?
I don't know, but I know this. If you're a single mom with a couple kids, there's no way in hell. If you're just working a lower end job, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to afford to take your kids to Walt Disney World. Not a chance.
Well, I would
I heard that medium. Yeah. What's that?
I would consider a single mom part of everybody, right? Yeah.
I do, yeah. But here's the thing: is that I hear that $80,000 is the annual income, but there is a shit ton of people that don't even come close to making that type of money.
It's a huge
Pat. That's $84,000 is the family income. That's the median income for a family.
I know, but I'm saying there are
families.
families that are making a lot less than that, and those
Sure,
people,
because that's the median.
I mean, they may have to save for a decade to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
There's always old
Uh,
time.
I remember. I remember my parents and I took our first trip for the 25th anniversary, and we thought that was going to be a once in a lifetime thing because 25 years ago, we thought what we were doing was expensive.
oh yeah, well,
obviously wasn't the
inflation
only
and
time
all
that we
this.
were going.
I was
but,
there for that anniversary. That castle looked like ass.
Yes, it did.
I'm partial to that castle.
No, it looked terrible.
My family and
I
we
will
were
say-
annual pass holders back then, and it was nowhere near the cost of a non-Florida
Oh, no.
annual pass. Right now is $1,300. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean,
It is, and this stuff is expensive. That park is expensive to run. Their business, they're there to make money, so they got shareholders to please. I mean, I own Disney stock. I don't know about any of you guys. I know Becky does. So
Yeah, I do.
it's just what it is. But the simple fact is that there are a segment of the population that just probably can't afford it.
yeah.
Right, and I think that would answer the question there. That from an affordability standpoint, I don't think it matches up with what Walt had intended. But I want to throw this out there to our audience and all the naysayers that are always going to hop on Chapek. Full disclosure, I'm not the biggest fan of the man, and I don't think anybody here that's on the screen.
Time will tell.
Yeah, but
If he makes me money,
I'll
I'll be
say
happy.
this. What a lot of Disney fanatics, what a lot of them forget and will never say is Walt, while he was a dreamer, Walt was a businessman.
Oh yeah.
So they forget that there was a twofold to this thing. Yeah, he was a dreamer that wanted everybody to be able to come to his park, but he wanted you to come to the park to spend money. So there was
Roy wanted
two
that more
parts
than
to that.
Walt.
Yeah, Rory was definitely more the business side of
definitely.
He was
things.
the
Sure.
purse
It's a-
holder.
I mean,
It
it's
was
a
a two-headed
business.
monster, but
I don't know
and
one
think
business
on the
that
other
doesn't
hand,
try to make money.
So we
Not one that's around.
we all forget that Walt, deep down, Walt was a businessman. And I think one thing Bob Chapek forgets is that Walt was also a dreamer. And we're not getting both sides of the coin as much as we used to with these.
Chapek is an
He's
accountant.
comes from a retail experience. He comes from a retail experience where you go into the gift shop and you have to pay for this plushie and this toy and this and that. And there's no packaging of things where he's unbundled it to make this a la carte experience for everybody. And usually when you unbundle things, you lower the cost slightly of each item to get you enticed to buy more. But instead of doing that, he's raised the cost of each item and still unpackaged it. And
But
that's pissed a lot of people
still
off.
pay it.
Yeah.
People still pay it. So
Yeah,
why?
as long as
should
people
they
pay
not?
it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
pay
as long
it.
as
I'm
people
fortunate
keep
enough to be
going-
able to pay it.
Yeah.
Well, if you
As long as
look
people
in-
get going, it's not changing.
dive into the latest earning calls. I don't know how much it's working, but I guess time will tell if he's the right guy to lead us forward with this. And I don't want to get in on who should be the CEO or not, but I just think it's become really hard for average Joe and Jane to set aside a week of their time and make that trip to Walt Disney World Park. It's become one of those things where it's might be a one-time trip forever in your life, or you just may never even be able to go, even if you want to.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like I've behaved myself way too much with my wife sitting here. Can I just say that when I die, I do want to be turned into a rotisserie so that I can literally spin in my grave?
That went a whole different direction than I thought you were going to
Well, this is being recorded, so when Amanda does, I'll pitch in for that. If you precede me, I will definitely throw in. For
Y'all
that,
think
just
this is
so
the
I
first
know
time I'm hearing this idea.
he's
It's
spinning
not.
somewhere.
No, we don't, sadly.
I got $100 on that, Amanda. If he proceeds, just remember, come. I don't know how much it's going to
Steve.
cost by that time. Yeah,
Look, I need.
I
This
just want to
just
know
tells me
somewhere
that I
there's
need to
somebody
die
actually
first.
spinning in their grave.
I need to die first, so I don't have to deal with this nonsense. That's what this is telling me.
Well, this has become rather morbid. So, if you've made it with us this far, apparently you do like the show, so go ahead and smack that like button. Hit us up in the comment section. Let us know, are you headed to the Disney parks anytime soon? And if you're not, tell us why. If you do like the show, think about subscribing. It's free and it really helps us out. For everybody here at Knot Club 33, we'll see you guys next time on another Knotcast.